Hello and welcome back to another Hot Dogs, Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. I'm CZSurvivor, and today we are going to take a look at update 94? Yes, I remembered it correctly, Alpha 1, which adds a few Russian guns, a few tweaks to reflex sights, a small tweak to the laser sight, and a bunch of bug fixes. So, let's begin with the fun stuff, the new guns of Russian variety. So we'll start left to right. First off, we have the GSH-18, a gun with a stupidly small number of moving parts, 17 if I remember correctly, and a very weird fin design on its barrel, with a beautiful double-stacked mag with giant witness holes chambered in 9mm. So, there's your sight picture. Very satisfying to shoot, and I didn't chamber the mag. Perfect. Anywho, 1 second. Let me just quickly, and by chamber the mag, I mean I didn't spawn lock the mag. So this is the GSG ABC. Yoink. Thank you. There we can see it. Very nice. I do like a double stacked mag. So, yeah, it's a very nice pistol. Functional, and 17 moving parts would mean it would be very unlikely to stop functioning, which is always very nice. Next off, we are going to look at another pistol. A more modern design. It's got that beautiful squaring off nature that the modern gun designs like to have. It is the PL-14, also chambered in 9mm. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a double stack mag, and much smaller and less abundant witness holes, so you know, sad times there. But still, a pretty decent pistol, and I wouldn't say no to it. Be nice to have some modern Russian guns. Actually, no, I need to keep you for something. For some little testing I'm going to show you in a second. So next off, we have a SMG that comes with a suppressor. Very nice. It is that AK style, Kalashnikov style, but with a slight difference. So, the safety is that, but the fire selector is down there. Down at the trigger, which is very interesting. So, full auto first, chamber around, built-in foregrip, very nice. I do like some built-in foregrips. Let's clean up the target. So we'll see how compacts. No, it's a pretty compact gun. I believe is that folding stock? Yep, folds that way. I went to fold it that way. Doesn't fold that way. Should have been able to tell from where the hinge was, but hey, just ignore me having a moment. Very stable. I do like that. Oh, and before I forget, because it's that style, you can perform a completely tactical reload out of complete and utter necessity. Very nice. And it may have a foregrip, but you can also grab it by there, which is very nice. So, single fire. Nothing special, nothing fancy, very nice. So, we'll just give it a good little sound check with the suppressor on. That should be it loaded. Full auto, because that's the most satisfying way to hear a suppressor. I'll grab it by there. Very nice. There is the site picture. It's the standard AK cell. That should be lined up for you lot. And yeah, nothing too absurd about it. So we'll just quickly drop that off. Chamber. So next off, changes to the Reflex sight. Before we do that, something I learned about 2 Reflex sights can do this. This is one of them. So if I line you up with my left eye, so you can see it. If we look at the reticle on it, if I can remember how to do this, I need to put trigger. No? You're supposed to just click and it's supposed to change. Right, also, let's look at something darker so you can actually see it. There. So if you put it in, grip with the index. I don't know how you do this on other controllers, and no? How do... No, you're not doing it. I still don't understand how this changes actually now that I think about it. I had this working before. Hello? Hold on a second, let me keep it lined up with my right. And I'll see if I can figure this out. There. Okay, it's just click. You have to hold it in just the right position about there. And just trigger click and it'll cycle through your different sight options. So we've got a few options. So, the actual tweaks, well, that's where this dark and light area will come in, which will be here. So if we look at our reticle, pretty nice and easy to see. Bit harder to see. Pretty bad to see. Yeah. Well, normally you can click left and right to change the zeroing, which is very nice. So we'll set it to 5 meters. Pushing down on the trackpad, of course, detaches it. We all like that. But most important of all, now if we push up, we will cycle through luminance. So, you can just about see it on the dark, not at all on the light. If we just up it up just a bit, nice and clear. Yeah, a bit washed out. Ooh. Ooh, no. Definitely no. You can change the brightness of the reticle, which will make scenes that are dark, or scenes that have dark parts, more usable with a reticle. It's also the reason why I much preferred the green reticle, because humans are better at seeing green. Also, there's nothing green in this game other than the outdoor scenes, but they're not that common, are they? Anywho, yes. One thing to note, that only works if spawn the options menu. If you have performance, HDR color correction, and bloom on, because, well, it's HDR color correction, makes the colors look correct, and bloom because bloom. It's what makes the lights look bloomy. Watch, I turn off bloom. So dull. Oh, so cool. And we don't touch that one. It looks pretty, but I like my computer running smoothly. Anywho, on to one last final tweak, which is to the laser sight. It now has HDR bloom. Like before, it will only work if you have bloom enabled. It now has a glow on the impact. You can see it. Actually, come here. lock you there, there is a very easy way to show you this. So bloom on, bloom off, bloom on, bloom off. It adds the fuzziness to it, the bleeding of lights that you get when you look at them. If you ever look directly at lights, it's not clean, it bleeds. I don't know how to properly articulate it. It's something you know. But you can see it there. It now has sport. Oh yeah, sport. Support for bloom. And you know what? While I'm at it, I should probably show you the reflex sights with and without bloom. And it'll probably help if I grab hold of it and kick up the bloom. Yeah. Well, it does still work, but it doesn't. You don't get that realistic effect of being the light over like stimulating your eye. Not quite stimulating because it's not. It's bleeding is the best way I can articulate that. So yeah. Other things are bug fixes, and I'll have to have a look at the changelog for everyone. This is the Explorer 22. Apparently it was too small. It's apparently giant for a 22 long rifle. Yeah, that tiny bullet needs to go through all this. Whoever decided this was, well, they liked a chunky gun. I'll give him that. A chunky gun with, a lackluster round. The other changes are, looking at it, KSG now spawns with a Picatinny sight intake and hold. The Explorers are fixed. Some minor metadata changes to the jackhammer. Whatever that is. The Cause tack mod now spawns with a sight intake and hold. The Cause bolt hold open is now fixed. Fixed impact sounds for foregrip, and the VP9 magazine now properly interpolates to the magwell. Basically, it was misaligned, would be the best way to explain it. But yeah, that's all the changes. I haven't missed anything else. Oh, the Model 70. The Model 70 now has a muzzle attachment, so you can put muzzle devices on, suppressor to loudness to muzzle brakes and whatever stupid thing you want to attach to the muzzle. I think that's everything. HDR luminance. Yep, that is everything. So, that is where we will end for today, because there's nothing else to talk about, go figure. Anywho, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did so, hit that like button. Got any comments, questions, drop them down in the comment section below. I'll answer if possible. New channel, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter and support me on Patreon. Links to those are down in the description. Stay well, and survive out. Cheerio.